I am so excited for this. Okay, so this game was announced a little while ago, but it is coming out this month, and that is KO The Kangaroo, and it's coming out on the 27th of May, which is super soon. And there's a big reason I'm excited for this. So the original KO series, if you didn't know about this, actually launched way back in like the 2000 and the 2000? In the 2000s, or 2000, that year, okay? And then it basically had a number of games, or like kind of variations. I think it came out on like the GameCube, the Dreamcast. It also had a Game Boy Advance version. There was PC versions as well. And then the game kind of just like died in 2005. That was the last game they made, and I think that was just for PC. Correct me if I'm wrong. But these games are like harking back to those old school 3D action like platformer games. They're very similar to kind of like Crash Bandicoot-esque or Spyro, all those old school awesome 3D platformers. And well, KO the Kangaroo is like a new entry, and it is coming out on the 27th of this month. But that is essentially the reason why I'm super excited, because I grew up playing games in those eras of the original of this game, right? And I miss them. I miss those old school, awesome 3D action platformer games because they were so good. And they were everywhere back in the day. You know, there were so many different versions of it. But nowadays, you don't really get that many. And yeah, okay, you might get a remake, or you might get like a spin-off or like an indie game that's very similar. But this is like a revamped old school game, but in today's era, right? Like this is awesome. Like I can't wait to jump into this, and it looks great. But yeah, this is appealing to my inner child, right? Or did I ever grow up? I don't know, but I cannot wait to jump into this. And I forgot that it was coming out this month. I was just kind of like looking through and was like, oh yeah, KO the Kangaroo is coming out this month. And I really need to just cover it. I wanted to bring it to your attention in case you didn't know about it. Or maybe you're an old school gamer like me and you kind of like those kind of era games, those 3D platformers. I never actually played the originals. I saw them, but I never actually played any of these. But looking at this remake now, or the new entry into the series, it just looks so cool. Like it's ticking all the boxes for me, and I really hope more games are like coming out like this, you know, even if it's a new entry or like a remake. I can't wait to jump into these kind of games because there's so much nostalgia to be had, even though this is a new entry into the series, and I'm definitely going to be picking this one up on day one because I want to jump into it. KO the Kangaroo, well, you play as KO, so you are a kangaroo with boxing gloves, and you basically just punch everyone's lights out, which is pretty cool. I think you're on a quest to find out like what happened to your dad. There's going to be like boss fights, there's going to be some mechanics involved here that are going to be pretty cool, and it looks really cool. I mean, they haven't released an awful lot of information about it, but from what I've seen from the gameplay trailer and what I've read on the website and stuff, it just looks like a lot of fun. These kind of games are kind of light-hearted. They're not like super in-depth like storylines or anything. It's all about the fun. It's vibrant colors, lots of awesome platforming. So it's a 3D platformer, so you know, hopping across different like platforms, essentially. It kind of says it in the name, doesn't it? And then you just go and beat up enemies, go through bosses, and kind of progress like that. Generally, they are linear style games. So this is not open world. It's going to be like, you know, you just go forward or like progress through the level in a set way, in a set path. Normally there are secrets to be had or like things to collect. So usually in games like this, you have to like go and collect a certain item, and there'll be like hidden ones. And then if you get them all, well, then you either get something at the end, or at least you've got your own like, woo, like, you know, I did that. So yeah, this is appealing to me and my inner child because I used to love these games so much. Let me know down in the comments, is this your kind of game? Did you grow up playing 3D action platformers and you missed them like me and you're excited to get into this? Did you know about this already, or did you just find out by watching this video? I'd love to know your thoughts, and let me know if you're going to be picking up KO the Kangaroo on the Nintendo Switch. And if you haven't already, go and check out my video just here, which is all about, is the Nintendo Switch doomed? Because I talk about something that Nintendo said themselves, apparently. So anyway, go watch that video, I've got some good points talking about the Switch, talking about the future of the Switch, talking about the Switch successor or the next iteration or all that kind of stuff. So just go and watch that video and subscribe first. Make sure you subscribe, just to